Grace and peace, family. Hope everybody's feeling blessed today. All right, I had a really important topic that I want to go into today. Now, I've heard many say that in order to fully heal yourself from the things you've been through, your traumas, all that stuff, that you don't need God in order to do that. And I want to show you why you do. So we're going to get into this today. Now, the first thing to acknowledge is that we as humans come into this world already craving companionship. A baby, the first thing that they need is the touch of another human being. They crave that skin-to-skin contact. They crave being in the presence of another. So in order for you to heal from a lot of things that you've been through, you need to remove yourself from everyone else so that you can fully dive deep into yourself. Now, if you do not have a connection to a higher power, you are choosing to go into isolation versus solitude. When you are in isolation, it has been proven that it will drive a human crazy. That if you put a human being in an isolation and they have nothing else but their own devices, their own mentality, they usually lose it. And if you notice, even in prison, when you put somebody in isolation, the first thing they start to gravitate to is the Bible. Because when you at least have the presence of your higher power, you know you're not alone. So that's the first thing to make a note of. The second thing to make a note of is when you do have to force yourself to be in isolation, even if you're choosing to do so, you feel rejected by the world. When you feel you can't trust being around other people because you need to heal, you naturally are distrustful. Without having the companionship of a higher power to kind of guide you through that process, you will easily become bitter. So reintroducing yourself to the world, getting back out there, you are going to be worse than distrusted. You are going to be a very mean-spirited person because you were forced to isolate from everyone because no one else could do you right. The last aspect that I got was healing is supposed to be a gentle process. You are coming from turmoil. So adding more turmoil to that does not balance you out. Obviously, 2 negatives is not going to equal a positive. It just is what it is. So you need to be gentle with yourself. When you are in a position where you have to be by yourself and left to thinking about all of the ways other people have done disrespectful things to you, all of the ways you were mistreated, all of the ways you were forgotten, misunderstood, that spiral becomes very dangerous to the mental. When you at least are in connection to a higher power, you ease into that gently. You come from the angle of understanding that many people in this world are broken. Many people in this world don't know how to treat another person because they also were mistreated. Because as you say, you do what you know and you know what you do. So a lot of the souls that you're going to come in contact with, they've been hurt too. And because they didn't learn how to get over the hurt, they outwardly hurt you as well. So that understanding of self allows you to understand everyone else. And it makes it a bit easier because you also come from the aspect of compassion. Now, when it comes to energy, what you're projecting is what you get. So if you are projecting hateful energy, projecting distressing energy, you get more of that. But when you come from it from an angle of compassion, caring, understanding, it changes what you're getting back because your outward world now reflects your inner world. All right, I hope this was helpful for someone to understand you need to seek a higher power in order for you to fully heal. You cannot do it alone. None of us can. So even if it may seem like they alone, they ain't got nobody. If they got God, they got more than enough because it's going to help you get through everything. All right. Love and light. Peace.